Okay, I'm at 907 Paradrome Street. I'm actually at the end. I'm thinking this is like 29 or 31 or something. So I'm actually at the corner of Paradrome and Wareham. There's a manhole, and there is a shared connection for this entire row of buildings. And I'm going to try to go upstream. As you can see, this is the side of the building. We're going down through this manhole here, and you can see I am at the corner there. You probably can't see it, but there's the corner. And here is the front of the buildings, and that runs all the way down. We're going to see how far we can get in here. This is the main lateral. All the sewer in 907 is hung or above ground. And so what we're going to try to do is at least try to get an inspection here of some of this tap as it runs all the way down the building. So, there we go. So it will be going upstream, so I will have some water. Coming back into the face of the camera, but hopefully we're able to see what's kind of going on here. For the most part, this is, like I said, this is all shared, so if we find any issue on this spot, it will be, this will be shared responsibility, but I did want to at least try to see what this tap looks like. So we're going to go as far as I can upstream, and then see if we can see some taps and stuff like that, just to make sure that this is all flowing well. Okay, so this looks like we're turning already. So we need to see how far we can get out of here. Looks like some grease built up there, and it's hard to tell. Looks like this is a slight turn. Or this actually may be a building trap. It looks like it's dropping down. So I think that may be as far as we can go on this side of it too. Having some trouble here with. Yeah, it looks like this is a whole building trap. That's what it looks like here. The line is coming out of this. You can see the line straight back. I'm going to see if I can locate this. There may be access, but it's probably on private property. So, I am going to pause the video here, and I'm going to go attempt to find out where this is, and this would be possible access for the entire building. Now, years ago, what they would do is they would put a trap, kind of like what's under your sink, for an entire building, and then the individual fixtures, the sinks, the toilets, those individual fixtures didn't have to be trapped, but they did. They would trap the whole house. So in this case, it's they have trapped a whole building, which is I did not expect. And so we will. I'm going to make an attempt here. I'm going to pause the video. Make an attempt to locate it and see if there's any access at that point. Okay, so yes, this does seem to be a trap, but I've located it, but it's under newer concrete, just as it exited the building. So it seems to me that this line runs underneath the rear of all these buildings, and picks them up as they run by. Some of them are hung. on the higher end. I mean, this is pretty shallow. But the good news for you as a homeowner is that it is a shared line, and so if there is any issues outside of your crawl space where the line is visible, then it would be basically you would want to go to the line to your left. Or I mean the building to your left, and then it would run down from there. That would be going downstream in this direction. The only other option would be if there is any construction drawings. Usually there's no as-built for places this old, but maybe if there is a homeowners association, they may have something, but usually I'm sure the homeowners association is new enough to where they probably don't have any of that information. But the line is open and flowing. Even at the trap, there's some grease buildup, but that's to be expected when you have 12 or 15 units here, all tied into one sub main, and then running out and tying into this manhole here at the corner of Paradrome and where. So I'm going to have to pull back, and you can see the water level rising as the water, when large amounts of water come through that trap, that running trap, and it comes out. And so it is running, and it's a little. I thought we were going to be able to at least take a look at the main all the way up, but obviously with that trap there is no access to it either. That trap is kind of like a trap on a sink, just a larger version. And so if I could get direct access to the top of it, a lot of times they would put clean outs or kind of small, like a small manhole or something on top of it if it was this big, but they did not in this situation. So the best I can say at this point is that the line is running open. The line is running open for the at the end of the building, and that the line above ground has been inspected in the unit in the crawl space. So I'm also gonna furnish some MSD drawings that show where the tap, where the where the line comes out and ties in, just for reference. And then I would recommend that obviously there would be no, if anything happened downstream like I mentioned before, that would be on the entirety of the building, not just the one address. So that will end the inspection at 907 Paradrome Street.